Hello everyone, welcome back to Stonehearth, me Banto. We're back in the Bantonian Vale and we're still doing our new tavern building over here that we designed recently, and there's a lot of work being done on this one. We are trying to craft a bunch of different things that is required. We're gonna be able to make the bronze pitcher pretty soon. Ornate the dining table should also be done hopefully pretty soon, since we are making some gold flakes. Same for the ornate curtains, a pewter pitcher. It's that's something I'm gonna look into. I don't think that's gonna be too hard. We already have 1 out of 2, so that should be from our potter to craft those. And the potted blush myriads we are gonna work with as well. Hopefully we are getting a few more seeds so we can put out a few more so we can uproot them, because that way we are gonna get them to craft new ones. So let's look down into seeds for a bit and see if we do have more seeds that we can actually put out. I did buy some of these Highland vine seeds. I really do love these. They are so beautiful. You pretty much put them next to a house and eventually it will start to grow up on the walls. It just climbs whatever you build it next to and it starts going up there, and it's really cool if you find a spot that is good for it. It can be up on a mountain, it can be on a castle ruin, a tower, or whatever. It can even be on these buildings, but I would prefer if there's some pretty tall, straight walls. So for example, this wall could probably work pretty good. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm actually gonna move a few things away from here, and then I'm gonna show you how it works. And I have never tried to move these actually when things are growing in them, so that's gonna be a new experience. So we are gonna move them over to the farm area and try to keep a lot of the farming over here. Like we have the shepherd with the cows here. We have honeybees over here producing some beautiful honey. We are producing some trees here as well on the farm. We are getting some sheep to get some wool. And we also have some beautiful little chickens that they are laying eggs, and we can make some egg and bacon if we do get some oinkers later, some piggies. So I want to have a lot of things to be produced over here. I feel like it makes a lot of sense as well. So where do we want to have these planters? I think for now I'm gonna have them next to where we have our little ducks. I did forget about them. Sorry ducks that I forgot about you. You are beautiful and you are really amazing, interesting creatures. My mom did used to have some ducks in the past. In Swedish they were named Myskanka. Not sure what the English name would be for it, but this sort of looked like that, a duck, but they had a little red little thing in the middle there. But they were really funny when you threw in like snails with shells on them. They would run there super happy, super crazy, and just nom all. Pretty cool. So that was some fun times. So there we go, moving those over, and I hope the things we have planted in them is gonna move with it when we're moving them. So let's see what's gonna happen with this. Okay, I can see that we have some brown algae in that one. Yeah, it seems to move the current stage that it was grown in. Awesome. They are so beautiful, by the way. I'm gonna use these sort of as decorations later as well. I might even use them in our little tavern square that we are gonna build here later, which I'm not fully done with. And this place is gonna look better during spring, summer, and fall as well. And during the winter, all the leaves goes away. The only that doesn't really go away is new planted trees, but also if you have some pine trees. So these lose their leaves during winter, which makes it doesn't look as good during winter, that's for sure. But we will most likely be doing, like I said, a little bit of decoration with them, because if we go inside of here, we search for planter, then we have a few different ones. So we have a lot of options to choose from here. It's a little bit buggy at the moment. It's removing what I searched for. So let's go down here. So these are for windows. It's very buggy today. Not sure why it's refreshing. But we might be using, like, for example, these large ones. We can put them out. and use them as the decorations. For example, we can have them sitting next to the middle here. We can grow all kinds of beautiful flowers. We have them in front of the tavern. That would be, I would say, a pretty good spot to be growing some stuff. But definitely something we'll be looking into playing around with at a later point. And let's see how it's going, because we are trying to get a lot of tin from up in the mountains, far from our away over here. Let's see, what do we have collected in this one? 74 items, what do we got in it? A bunch of different things, because I was late to change what we stored in them. As you can see, everything is stored in this one pretty much. So what I'm gonna do here, first I'm gonna pause this. Then we're gonna unselect and set it to none. And then we only wanna have ore, stone, perhaps a little bit of coal as well. But that's really the only things I wanna have in it. And let's then go ahead and we're gonna carry it back to town. The reason I did that was because I want them to remove whatever else is extra in there later, and I'm actually gonna drop this next to the blacksmith for now, because we are gonna be using a lot of it, so I feel like it makes a lot of sense. And if you want, we can even go down here and we can drop it under the blacksmith. That would be a good spot for it. I'm gonna move it back one block later. But that should be good, easy quick access for some tin, which we're gonna need for making some bronze. And I would like for them to clean up all these ladders. It doesn't look very good, does it? Do I have 2 carpenters? I kind of forgot. Do I have it? Yeah, I do. Aiden and Fizi, my beautiful little master carpenters. It is really handy to have a lot of them, and I have restricted my maximum halflings to 30, so we're not going to go beyond that. That's going to be our maximum. So we're getting some cheaps here, and I'm actually gonna make a little house here, a little home for them. I decided to make 2 different pastures because I could have the double amount of sheep then. So let's make a little home. Gonna make it pretty basic. It's gonna be a decent size of those, so we have 2 of those columns here. And we're gonna leave the same amount at this side, so right about there, a little bit closer to the wall though. Gonna drag this up. Something like that. And we can make this in many ways. But I think I'm gonna do... I don't want them to like walk inside of something. I want them to still like be outside, but be, you know, a little bit protected from cold anyway. So something like that. Then we're gonna use a little bit of thatch and gonna drop something like that maybe. I don't think I can have it like that. We could do it though, but I would have to walk in through the sides, and that is actually fine. But I'm not sure if I want it to be like that, and this looks kind of boring, in my opinion at least. It might look a little bit better if I add some sticking up like so. Actually looks pretty good like that, I kind of like it. It looks a little bit tall though. But they do need free in height for halflings and animals to walk through, so I feel like it's probably a good size anyway. So it's not going to be windproof. If we want it to be windproof, if we would imagine it would be, have to be sort of as a house, but you know, it could be having as a little bit of more of a shelter. And by just adding a few walls there, that's going to be fine. But before we do that, I'm just going to remove a little bit here. And the reason for that is that I'm going to tag this as a roof. So I want that to be hiding whenever I use the vision here. And you take this in here. And the reason I remove it is because every block that you use with the block tool that is connected will be tagged as the same thing. So that's why I remove them. So now I'm just going to add back the blocks again. And you can see that the roof is hiding, but I can look under it. And that's what I want to be able to do. So, now we can make some walls. Let's do that actually. Get them a little bit windproof. They do have, you know, pretty thick fur and so, but you know, when we take away that wool, they're gonna get colder. So perhaps if we make something like that, that's pretty good. We could maybe leave some holes. I might actually do that. Something like that. Then I want to do some texturing. I think that is important. It looks kind of boring when it's just a solid color. These days I do tend to do some kind of texture, pretty random. Sometimes it has some sort of like a sense of why it looks like it looks, but a lot of time I like to do it random because I like it looking random. And I'm gonna do a little bit of it here as well, not so much though. Just gonna look a little bit more, maybe a bit worn out, like maybe they didn't use the best wood when I made this. Those were used for making our buildings for our halflings, so they can have a beautiful, safe home. So something like that I think is pretty doable. And we don't really have to add anything more if we don't want to. I might just do something like that for fun. We do have we're gonna have manglers. Should be in here. And we have wood, we have in clay and in stone. I might actually use the stone one. Mostly because it pops out from the normal wood colors a little bit. I can see this one kind of matches the wood. So that's why I might prefer to use this one. And I might actually maybe move it. I kind of like the idea of having it next to the fence, because maybe if someone walks by, some of my people, they can watch some beautiful animals eating, and maybe they can even pet them over the fence. That's something nice to do. I used to do that sometimes. When I walked to the bus long ago, I pet some sheeps, but don't do it after rain because it's very, very smelly then. Look at them enjoying their time in there. Look so happy lying on the ground there. But yeah, let's add some beds as well, I guess. So we're gonna need, I'm pretty sure we're gonna need the large beds for this. I don't think these are gonna work. They might work, but I think they need the big ones. Ooh, look at that fluffy sheep. And we need one more bed. I wonder if they actually need this big size. Just for fun, I'm gonna add a small one. I wonder if they can be on top of each other like that. Let's see if it actually works. Okay, so I feel kind of ready to do this. And if you want to put a gate here without having a gate, what we can do is to create a new building and then we just search for gates. Let's see where we have it. Picket fence gate. So we can just add it as a building. That way we don't have to have the thing before we put it out, and you can just click to build it and it will be as simple as that, just one structure. So sometimes that is useful just for adding things, small things like that. The dwarf returned once more. Hello dwarves. Greetings again. Dwalek recovers from his breath for a little bit. Karuna stands next to him, and even her armor looks ragged than before. A little bit more ragged. I understand by now. You didn't expect us to return, however. Another accident, maybe? Hey, I'm afraid there was another accident, but this was probably the last one. Hopefully. Karuna turns around, eyeing their surroundings. He notices her with a glance, but he looks back at you. We really appreciate the help you provided with those items and the mushrooms. Mushrooms. But, well, I think that perhaps it would be the best if we could take your herbalist with us for a couple of days. It will be quick. You have my word. Karuna immediately turns around, stares at him. He acknowledges her and privately gestures something but continues speaking. I am afraid it would be the best way to go. And that way, they can help us everything we need. Look, it's all good, Dwaleks says, trying to smile. We'll come back some other time. I'm sure you'll need to talk and decide first, he nods. But it would be really appreciated. I'm sure you understand healers are very important and we need all the help we can get now. We'll consider. Brilliant! Brilliant, brilliant. We return tomorrow then. He scratches the back of his head, thinking for a moment. We'll be going now, thank you for your support. We'll bring you some payment up front this time. Believe, but Karuna stares at your town banner for a long time before running behind him. Until tomorrow. Ooh, we have charged up the crystals. The crystal is fully charged. Ah, the full brilliance of the Amberstone is a sight to behold. Thank you for your kind service. Take these and thanks. So we got high reputation with Amberstone bunnies, and we also got a woven floor mat, a stone cut lantern, awesome, safe travels. And how far away are we from getting the Guildmaster's skill crafted? We have had that one queued forever, pretty much. And it is still there. Now waiting for steel, we have everything else. So once we get the steel, we are gonna be done with it. Let's see if we can actually make some. Then we can put them at the very top. Oh, we're out of iron, okay. Let's make some iron. Karuna returns alone. Let's read that soon. But first, iron for us. Let's go up to the mountain again. I still really wish we could type in a value here. That would help so much for like going up like this. So we're gonna do a little bit more of iron here, a little bit more mining, and with that way as well. That should be good enough for a while. Okay, so let's see, what do Karuna have to say? Hey dear, she keeps glancing over her shoulder. Clearly word, I'm here to ask for something for you. I know it's name a place to ask anything, but I must. She looks around, taken by intense emotion. I must warn ye. Nay matter what the Dwaleks says. Do nay send anyone with us tomorrow, she breathes heavily. I am serious, do not send anyone. You'll be sending them to their doom if you do. Everyone around reacts with a surprise and a shock. What do you mean? The truth is that we should have asked Underhomes for their help, but we could, but she looks guilty about she's about to say. He has no rights over those lands. He has no permits for running such an operation. He's afraid what would happen to I am and to the Stonehearth family name. If our settlement is exposed, she gets angry again. It doesn't matter anymore. We need help, real help. We need our folk. Confront him, Karuna. Nay, can you do that? I mean, really? She hesitates. I want to, but I'm afraid. I must remember. Oh, his retinue. I don't know if I can. She looks around, nay alone. Would you help me? For the first time in days, she looks hopeful again. Hey, you're right. It must be done. We'll do it tomorrow. Farina Pottery Studio. So that's interesting. That's an interesting story, actually. One of the more interesting in a while, I would say. That's cool. In the future, they're also going to be playable if everything goes right for the Ace. We're going to be able to play Dwarfs in the future. That would be awesome, right? To build a Nordling Kingdom into the mountain, or even outside as well. Let's sell some more bones. I always have so many bones. I should have Rattler the Goblin over. She loves bones. But we did get a good merchant, and they're selling some flowers. We need some flowers. So I'm going to buy some. A Muramasa teapot. Let's buy that. That's beautiful. Half-glassed oil pot, small half-glassed pot with accompanying a small fire. They're beautiful as well. Might as well buy some potted box plant, they're kinda nice. And potted sakura tree, why not? Clay candle, they also look pretty cool. I think we can craft those though. So that should be pretty good. I'm gonna buy a bit more clay. We're not gonna need any mithril. Okay, so there we go. So that is interesting, but the Guildmaster skill, I'm hoping to get that done very soon then. So what we're gonna do here, I think my people are not really busy with anything at the moment because the building is kinda paused for now. But what I wanna do is to take like 3 people at least, maybe even 4 people. I'm gonna do 4. So they will not be building anything. Instead I will be focusing on placing things, looting things, harvesting things, mining in the mountains. And we can even have 2 people that only focus on mining for a while. Then we can change it back later. And Carolina and Panicat, I'm gonna add back a building for them because it's gonna work now, I'm pretty sure. And also, disable job for my soldiers. That means they can also help around town with doing everything. As you can see, everyone is running to action. I think they're gonna be looting a lot of things most likely. They can even help with mining. If you have swords and plowshares, another mod for the game, highly recommend it. Because it makes your soldiers useful when you're not in war times. When you're in peaceful times, they can help around town, and I think that's a good thing. I think that's a real nice thing. So here we have a lot of silkweed, and I actually want to uproot them, because that's how we're going to be able to use them for a recipe inside of the Herbalist. When we're going to make some flowers. So let's go down. When we make the leafy goodness, we need to have 4 silkweed each for these. And we also need to have the Herbalist garden put out, which I'm not sure if I have made yet. I'm pretty sure I queued it up, but I'm not sure if it's crafted yet. So that's why I decided to put it at the very, very top. We actually do have one. Nice. So this one, since we have a lot of flowers going on already here, I guess it's a good place to have trapped. So let's have this one maybe sitting... maybe like that could work. That could probably work. And maybe we can have... because I'm not sure if the one we have already, if that actually works or not. We have one on the ground already, but I don't think it actually works. We also do have some empty fermentation carboy that we might be putting out as well. We are gonna have some in the tavern later though. I guess we can wait with them, I guess. But I want to make sure with the Herbalist that we are getting more seeds for silkweed. So if I queue up to craft a bunch of them, we can do like 10, that would be 20 seeds. And then we can put them out in the train just like we did before, and then we can harvest them again. And uproot them, I mean. So that's going to be useful. And let's have a little bit of a look at my people again. It's been a while since I had a look last time. I want to see what kind of things we might still be able to improve with equipment. So, okay. Can have 2 new saws for our carpenters. Danny, our brewer, I think there's some new tumbler that he could use as well. Okay, the blacksmith are fully loaded, awesome. Cook spoon is ready as well. Probably gonna need to have like a second cook, I'm pretty sure. We won't have one cook, that's not enough maybe for the entire town. Even though we're doing really good with food so far. We probably want to have another one later. Can use an engineer tool and let's see more. Upgrade the mason tool, a potter cutter would also be nice. Some new spindles. I'm not sure if they made any shepherd crooks that are upgraded. I have to look into that. Trapper knives and let's see for our workers. Nice, we are getting some good tools. Also leather backpack for looting fast. Okay, so it looks like we can do a few more of tools, okay. And let's have a look for the soldiers. Level 4, Knight. Knight Shield, Short Steel, Northern Sword, that's pretty good. The Knight Shield can definitely be upgraded. And it looks like we don't even have a normal armor equipped for Jonathan, so we're gonna look into that. Jack got some decent things, can definitely get better armor. Banto is pretty good equipped. A steel axe, a silver shield, a full plate mail and an iron helmet. But we can still make a little bit of a better setup for him. And also our cleric, Fine Tome of Healing, Bronze Circlet. I think there might even be an equipment for some protection as well. So let's look into the blacksmith. Can we make an upgraded shepherd's crook with the blacksmith? Because this is generally when you make the improved tools. There's the tumbler at least. I'm gonna make one of those. Let's put that at the top. That's gonna be fast to do. And potter cutter, why not? That's also gonna be fast. Engineer tool, why not? Trapper knife, yes. And 2 weaver spindle. So what this makes is that they pretty much craft things faster. This tool will also improve their repair efficiency. Really? Can they repair things? What do they... Is this when they break like an decoration? Or is it like repairing engineers stuff, maybe? I'm not entirely sure how that works. It seems to say that on a lot of these. But it's probably going to be pretty good. And let's see my blacksmiths as well. What levels do they have? Level 4 and master. Okay, so we can craft a lot of things now with both of them. That is good, that is good. And now we're getting some wool, which means we are going to be able to work much faster with our weavers. Because now we can use our wool to make ball of yarn. Spin animal wool into a versatile resource that can be used as both fiber and thread. So I'm gonna actually put that at the very top. I'm gonna maintain that up to 6 of those. Then we can use those for crafting things. So that's why I wanted them to begin with. And there's also other things like fine stuffing. This one actually requires you to have wool as well. Or feathers or cotton. And even thread actually. But it seems like the normal spool of thread and they work as the same. And since we're gonna get an crossbow for one of my archers, I want to make a spiky bolt quiver. This will slow down the enemies whenever they are shooting them. Really good stuff. And let's see here. I did see some equipment for our cleric. Ornate cleric robe. So this one gives 5% willpower, healing efficiency. And it is pretty easy actually to do this one. Let's do it. Gives a little bit of armor as well. I'm looking forward to see how it's gonna look. It's probably gonna look pretty awesome. So that's some good stuff to begin with at least. And yeah, let's see the engineer. How are we doing here? We still need to reach level 2. It takes a while because you become a blacksmith first and then you become an engineer. So the more you have leveled in professions, the slower it's gonna be. So it's gonna be quite slow for our engineer to level up for now. But we are getting close level 2. And Spoilers the Poet is also going to be an engineer later, and Dim might be going back to be a blacksmith later. Maybe. Okay, let's use some energy, speed people up, always good. And I wonder, do we have any cheese? I don't think we make any cheese yet, do we? Because we can actually make cheese these days. And I think we crafted with the carpenter now. Okay, maybe it is with the cook then. And that's another reason why we would want to have another cook maybe. Cheesecake, ooh. Sour cream, fresh cheese, sweetener. I want to make something like this later. That would be nice. Oh wait, actually, I think it's a shepherd these days. There we have it, cheese vat. The shepherd can use this to make cheese by crafting curding mixture. It can also be used to make yours. Oh, that's where you make sour cream, okay. The longer it rests, the more valuable it gets. But you can harvest the cheese at any time during the maturation. Okay, cool. So, I want to make a few of these. We can make a lot of cheese. And sour cream as well. Strong dude arrives. I don't really want to buy any of those yet. But I wonder if I have another cricket to put out. These that go around and loot things around town. Doesn't seem like we do. And I thought about some stuff with town, like I'm not super happy how it looks here, like it's so straight cut like that. And I thought about if I should... I could do many things. I might do like a transition of dirt going out. I'm not sure if that is a good thing, but I also thought about just doing a simple line, like it would be raised up like one block like that. And it could go like that. Or we can skip the corner and do it like this, but I think it might look better like that. So that's something I thought about, like maybe it looks better this way. But I feel like it depends where we are, so let me know what you guys think. I feel like it would be nice to have a lot of flowers as well. But since this is a stone road, I feel like having it like this is pretty good. Sometimes it's nice to do some natural path where you do more like I've done over here. But I feel like that's more for the outside of town. We do have some goblin thieves. How did they get here? They just spawn inside of our base. But the Guildmaster's skill, that monument, I think I want to put it maybe next to the tavern. At least want to have it at a good spot. And I wonder, how far away are we? I would love to put it... Oh! It is next up to be crafted. Are we getting it now? That would be so awesome. That would be great. Let's see what my mason is doing. Sleeping? How dare you? I kind of want to wake her up so she can do some work. Let's see if that's gonna work. Moving item to storage, let's see. Oh yeah, we gotta enable job for soldiers again, because if you don't enable it again, they're not gonna function like they're supposed to function. They will be malfunctioning. There we go, but they were so easy so. I wonder if they have a camp over here then. They do have some undeads over here at least, and here's a little goblin camp that we can go and destroy. Go Bantonian Vale, go protect us. I like the armor there, I like the red there, it looks pretty beautiful. I'm hoping for my second archer, Rose, to be able to get a crossbow soon. Feels like she should level up soon. Not halfway yet, okay? That one quick. What do we get in that one? Some ore and some ingots. So let's go over to the goblins. I just love the amount of buffs we get down here. It's pretty insane. Boom! There they died. Another one. Let's take this one out. I wonder if we can go around and clean some areas out. We might have some more goblins around somewhere. It is good to do a little bit of cleaning around sometimes. I do see some orcs out here. Think I can find you guys? Well, Banto might be coming for you. I'm gonna destroy you guys. Ooh, are they getting attacking us? The dwarves are back for the herbalist. Okay, I'm gonna check that soon. Let's just gather our forces first. We don't want to run in and suicide against them. Okay, let's see. They do have some healers. Let's go for the healers in the back. This guy. There we go. They can see the spiky quiver slowing the guy down. It's super duper useful against archers because they do love to run fast, run away. So check this out. Now they're not going to be able to run back at all. Look at that. And we're even debuffing with other things. Sometimes at least, some weapons can do some debuffs. And they have a lot of health as you can see as well. Even though they're kind of weak, they have a lot of health. Which I always thought is kind of strange that the powerful damage dealer has more health than the close combat guys. This guy has 800, this guy has 1500. I mean, this is an elite kobold, but I feel like it's still kind of weird. Wouldn't it be nice with elite orcs? I don't think they exist actually. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure they don't exist. But that would be awesome. I would have liked to see that. Maybe they would have some different equipments and different colors and such. That would be cool. That's gonna bring them all kind of low down because we do have some AoE cleave attacks. We're probably gonna cleave the other guys down as we are taking another guy down. Okay, there we go, the balance won. Jonathan, level 5 knight, congrats. So let's see, I think our guild master's skill might be ready now. Okay, not yet. Oh no, are they missing a stealing it? I wonder if they have it, but it just says 0 because they're using it. Let's see my mason. Oh yes, yes. It is time, guys. It's time for the Guildmaster skill to be crafted. But I don't feel like I want to celebrate our increasing in town progression until our tavern is fully done. That would be a good place to celebrate it, right? Have them all feast there and have a good time together. That's how I want it to be. There we go. It is done. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So here we have it. As you can see, it's quite big, but I wonder if it can actually fit. It could maybe be in the middle here, or maybe in the front. Look at that. It sort of fits like a glove there. Let's see. Let's go into the designer here. Scale. Click it. Wow, it's really big. But I kind of feel like I want to have it there. I'm not sure what you guys think about it, but I feel like this would be a good place. Like we could have it where we have our castle later, but I feel like this would also be pretty good. But if we do this, I'm gonna change some stuff out, that's for sure. I'm probably gonna like remove these benches and probably make the road kind of go around instead. Because we have some coloration going on here. So I will probably have to do something like that. And remove those. And we can have it like that. Could even maybe move these a bit. I feel like we're gonna probably redesign this quite a bit. If we're gonna have it like this. But I feel like this could be a good setup here. Let me know what you guys think. And we're gonna check out the Dwarves soon, but it's gonna be the next episode, guys, so this is gonna be it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. So next episode we're gonna speak with the Dwarves again and see what they have to say about the dangerous stuff going on here that Karuna warned us about, the Dwarfs and their adventures. But guys, thanks for watching today's episode. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like on the video. And see you guys next one. So thanks for watching and have a great rest of your day. Take care, everyone.